Let me close. Is my screen visible to all? Okay. Thank you, Aftab. Okay, so unit number 2, name is entrepreneurship development. Our subject name and this unit number name is same. So it's a very small unit, having very less bit compared to unit number 1. Still, we need 10 hours to complete this. So if you see the content, basically there are only 4 pointers, basic 4 pointers. First point is a entrepreneurial development program, that is EDP. Okay, EDP, it's one of the training program. So in this particular bit, we have to discuss what is the EDP program, its introduction. And in this training program, what is the curriculum? What is the syllabus to train the entrepreneur? This program is basically for potential entrepreneur. Okay, potential entrepreneur means fresh entrepreneur, those who willing to become an entrepreneur. Then phases, there are various phases of training. First phase, second phase, third phase, like that. There are various phases. We have to discuss how training is imparted. And various problems faced by EDPs. EDPs means this training, those who are providing to potential entrepreneur, they are also facing some problem, right? So that problem we have to discuss. Then problems faced by new entrepreneur. People are facing so many problems. Potential entrepreneurs, especially, they are having more problem compared to already existing entrepreneurs, right? Problem faced by new entrepreneur means potential entrepreneurs like you. For example, there are various problem: managerial problem, marketing problem, financial problem, technological problem. Obviously, we have to discuss these problems along with their probable solution. How people make solution over this problem. So its solutions also we have to see. Okay. Then next one, this options available to entrepreneurs. This is a very interesting point that way. So franchising is the one of the option available to entrepreneurs like you. Then next one is a mergers. Mergers option is maybe for already existing organizations, but still this is one of the option. Then outsourcing, getting work done from outside the organization, right? So most of the people, they give non-core function outside. Okay, so that outsourcing is also one of the options available to you. And in this bit, we have to discuss various characteristics of this franchising, merger, outsourcing. What are the advantages if you take go for this franchising? What are the limitations if you go for the outsourcing? Like that discussion we have to make. And one of the interesting bit, that is special economic zone. We heard like this is a SEZ. SEZ is one of the well-known word, right? So its meaning is a special economic zone. So this is one of the important option, this part that entrepreneur has to understand, because while starting his organization, he has to look towards it. Then one of the content behind is also we are going to learn, that is a reverse engineering and import substitution. Reverse engineering and import substitution. Basically, people know reverse engineering, but they don't know clauses of it. What are the procedures? How reverse engineering should be done? For which component it should be done, right? And import substitution. So, what is the basic relation between import substitution and reverse engineering? There is a strong relation between these two. So, we have to discuss in this, and it is one of the option available for you to generate your idea to start up. So, we are going to discuss it. Then few assignment questions are there for you. First question is explain the problems faced by entrepreneurs with probable solutions. There are so many problems, so you people have to list the problem of entrepreneur, maybe financial problem, marketing problem, and then you have to start elaborating the solution, probable solution. If financial problem entrepreneurs are facing, then what is the exact solution for it? Okay, and what solutions you should follow? Probably there may be the 2-3 solution, 4 solutions. Which is the appropriate one that you have to choose? Then next one is a explain the EDPs with its objective. Explain the EDPs with its objective and phases. So basically all questions, 7-mark questions are there. So you people have to explain concept of EDPs, then what are the objectives decided by EDP, and then what are the phases, different phases are there that we have to discuss. Then you people have to write short notes. Short notes means all detailed concept you have to elaborate. These short notes are asked in examination for 4 marks. Okay, 4-mark franchising. So there you have to explain what are the benefits of it, how many franchising options are available around you, right? Outsourcing, what is the outsourcing, how many options are available around you as an outsource, how many services you can provide, right? Then enlist the better franchise available in India. Fourth question is enlist the better franchise available in India. There are so many franchises available, but which is the suitable that you have to identify, and especially from India you have to make the list. So this is also this is a general question which is not asked in examination, but I feel this is one of the important question that you should answer. Okay, so 4 questions are there. You people have to write, start writing as and when we explain. You have to start writing. Note the questions, make the take the screenshot and start writing. Already study material is there in this study material sheet. Okay, this is about assignment questions. MCQs will discuss at the end of chapter. Now, what is the meaning of entrepreneurship development? We have seen in the beginning of subject itself as a title of chapter, we have detailed explanation on this particular concept, entrepreneurship development. So conclusion of that discussion is nothing but entrepreneurship is the act of being an entrepreneur. Entrepreneur asana, he action itself is the entrepreneurship. And another meaning we have seen, that is entrepreneurship is a act done by the entrepreneur, action done by the entrepreneur. So in simple meaning. Okay, so entrepreneurship is the act of being an entrepreneur who starts any economic activity for being self-employed, for getting a job, or getting job to himself. That is nothing but self-employed. To become self-employed, if somebody is doing the act, that may be the entrepreneurship, right? So that concept we discussed in detail. Then what is the meaning of development? Development is nothing but growth. Okay, growth of same. So how entrepreneurship should be developed? Entrepreneurs should be developed. What are the parameters? How government is struggling to make the entrepreneur? So this syllabus is also there in this particular unit in the form of EDPs. Now, if you see the central idea of this particular unit, basically this unit includes the EDP. Basically, this unit includes the EDP, that is Entrepreneurship Development Program. So in this particular EDP training program, is there we have to discuss various problems faced by entrepreneur, right? How many options are available to entrepreneurs? How entrepreneurs should choose the appropriate option, right? What are the parameters to take the various franchise, right? What are the documents requirements? So such a things are included in this particular unit. Then why this particular unit is important? I will say like as far as the EDP is concerned, this unit is important. This chapter is important because in this particular program, so you will understand everything like what is the syllabus, what is the training curriculum, how people make aware about the entrepreneurship, how many problems people are having, how to make the solution in advance. Okay, so such an explanation is there in this particular unit. So as far as the EDP is concerned, this particular unit is very important. As far as the entrepreneurship development program, it is, this unit is important. Means if this is one of the program, this is also one of the EDP program. If you say we are treating it as a course or subject, but whatever content people are delivering in the entrepreneurship development, same content we are learning, same content. Like introduction of entrepreneurship, what are the options available, how to prepare report, how to choose the financial institutions, right? Or how many problems people are facing. So such a discussion is there in this particular unit. That's why this chapter is important as far as the EDP program is concerned. This unit is linked to CO number ME 415.3, which is given below. What is that CO? You people will analyze various options available for deciding entrepreneurial career. After learning this particular unit, what you will able to do? You will able to analyze various options available to entrepreneur while deciding entrepreneurial career. Getting? So this will be the CO number 3. 2 COs already we have covered in unit number 1. Now, what is the entrepreneurship development program? First bit we will discuss. What is the entrepreneurship development program? It is basically program designed to help an individual in strengthening his or her entrepreneurial role effectively. It is a training program, okay, which is designed for individual. Individual means who is interested in entrepreneurship, who is willing to start his venture. So to such an individual, for strengthening his entrepreneurial role, already she or he may be having already knowledge, okay, entrepreneurship, but if nothing is there, so to learn, or if somebody is having to strengthen that, which kind of activity? Entrepreneurial role. What is the exact role of entrepreneur when they have their own venture? So such a training program is basically for potential entrepreneur, fresh entrepreneur, means those who are willing to start organization. So to them we are always called as a potential entrepreneur. Getting? So have you understood what is the entrepreneurship development program? Basically, it is a training program designed to help to you people, in short. Okay. So now, why there is a need of entrepreneurship development program? So if you see in European country, there is no such a kind of training program in European country. Why? Because developed countries are there already, entrepreneurship is going well, right? Then why they should have entrepreneurship? Getting? So therefore, this entrepreneurship development program is a important as we are developing country. To whom it is important? For developing country and undeveloped country, this is important. Developed country, no problem. European country, there is no such a kind of training programs. But for developing country like us and various undeveloped countries. It is important. Why? Because we have to grow. And who is helping to grow nation? Definitely entrepreneur, as they plays very important role in a economic development of that particular country. Right? They create employment, they create money also, in short you will say, because they have product, they sell product, through that they create money, they give to their employees, they use for themselves, they pay some tax to government, right? Government gets GST on every product. Means entrepreneurs are supporting to nation's economy. Therefore, this particular program is a very important for developing country and undeveloped country. Try to understand to whom it is important: developing country and undeveloped country. So you will not find any of the syllabus in developing country to related to entrepreneurship development. Especially awareness kind of program will not be there. Which kind of program will be there? If you are having existing organization, how many problems you are having and how it should be solved. So such a solutions will be there. Okay. Then next point. Now, what are the objectives of the EDP? There should be certain objectives, right? So you will say, who is conducting this? Most of the time, government organizations are there, specially appointed to train people. So you will see in every district there is one office, DIC, District Industry Center. There, this is a role of that DIC to train people in that particular district. So other than this, also there are various organizations. We'll see in chapter number 4. But this is one of the organization, DIC, District Industry Center. It is in every district, right? In every district. What is their role? Their first role is to identify and train the potential entrepreneur. You will say whether I need to go there. People are going, but it is expected that DIC cell should identify the people from particular zone. Identification of entrepreneur is also role of this. You will say how? Obviously through advertisement and all this. So identifying the people, those who want to become entrepreneur, and training such a people, those who are willing to become entrepreneur, those who are willing for their own startup. Getting? Sorry. Can you get my clear voice? Just I'm trying. There is small network problem. Can you hear me clearly? Okay, thank you. If any problem is there, please let me know, because sometimes there is a network problem, as there is a video as well as audio. So bandwidth issue sometimes I observe. So if any problem, please let me know. Second objective is to develop necessary skills and knowledge among the potential entrepreneur. So who will give knowledge? Suppose in Solapur district, especially in Pandharpur, pomegranate is there, right? Grapes are there. If you want to do some processing on grapes, on pomegranate, so DIC of people should identify entrepreneurs from this area, like who want to design their own cold storage, right? So they should help, like how to design, how to store, how to process. So for all the skills related to particular startup, they should impart all the skills. They should give all knowledge. Obviously, they have experts, right? They should appoint the experts. So to develop necessary skills, even though you are the very fresh person who is not knowing related to entrepreneurship, they should develop skills inside you through this particular program. So program is designed in that way, like you will get all the skills. Getting? Then next objective is to help in selection of production process. One product can be produced by various process. Which is the appropriate one? As a potential entrepreneur, most of the time it's difficult to judge. So DICOPs, this EDP people should train you to choose your appropriate process. Find out the appropriate process. Getting? So this is one of the objective program. The next one is to give clear picture about setting up a small unit. They should give steps, various steps. What is the first step? What is the second step? Right? There should be a certain steps. Right? For example, getting the loan, preparing the report, getting NOC from a local area, right? Having a GST number. Who will tell this procedure? Obviously, through this training program, entrepreneurs will get all the ideas. So to give clear picture about setting up a organization, it's objective of this particular program. And after attending such a training program, you will get clear idea, clear picture. Yes, I have to follow this path. Then I will reach to my particular destination where I want to reach. Then to develop and strengthen the entrepreneurial qualities. In unit number 1, we have seen like entrepreneur should have various qualities. Good communicator, he should be optimistic, he should be a opportunity evaluator. So many qualities we have seen. Obviously, everybody is not, all are not all rounder. Everybody is not having all the skills. And even have partial skill, it is there, or partial quality is there, strengthening that. Strengthening various qualities with the help of various activities, right? And training the entrepreneur so that they will be having all the necessary qualities along with them. So developing the quality among the entrepreneur is the one of the objectives of this EDP program. Then to motivate entrepreneurial instinct, अंतःप्रेरणा वगैरे म्हणतो. एंटरप्रेनर तुम्ही का व्हायचं? Why you should have your own venture? They should motivate the people. Obviously, everybody has, but in a proper direction, they should motivate you. Like if you start this venture, this much benefit you will get. Maybe with various experts, various expert speakers, they should motivate you. How many benefits you will get if you be an entrepreneur. So that motivation is also one of the objective. Giving motivation is one of the objective. Then to analyze environmental issues related to organization. Every organization will be having some processing, unprocessed water, unprocessed product, hazardous products. So in that case, they should aware you, like if this is an environmental issue, then what are the pollution norms? How you should tackle it? How you should do the processing of water? How you should dispose the solid waste, right? So many environmental issues which you are not knowing. Obviously, your idea, once idea is generated, then they will guide you. These are the environmental issue, and most of the time people don't know the environmental issue, and most of the time they treat it as a criminal. You know, if you misbehave, if you not follow any government norms of, then there may be it's offense, right? And then there may be the cases, and you people have to suffer. So making you people aware about such environmental issues, right? So this is one of the objective. Okay, so this is a big part. Still there are 12 objectives we will discuss in a next lecture. So maybe whenever tomorrow there will be the MCQ test, online test. Okay, all should attend this based on unit number 1. Well, in advance I am telling. So after completing every chapter, there will be the online MCQ test. Okay, so if any question is there up to this from unit number 2, you can ask. We have 2 minutes. Is there any doubt? If any problem is there, please let me know. Put your roll number in chat box, then we'll stop. You can leave now. Thank you very much.